Good morning, everyone. Well, last week, Lizelle and Matt told the story of Jesus meeting the first disciples. He met them by the seashore and he asked them to do something. He said, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men." Now that was quite an odd thing for him to say maybe, and did they really understand what he meant? But what Jesus was giving them was a task. He was saying, "Come and follow me, and I will show you how you can tell others about Jesus and about the God of heaven and earth." And you may well have filled in your chart. I hope you did. The first word is tell, and I hope you made a really nice picture. Now this week we're going to look at another word beginning with T, and it's another thing that we as a church need to do, and that is teach. Teach others about Jesus. Now Jesus taught people about the kingdom of heaven, and he did that in a special way too. He did it by telling stories called parables. And a parable is a story with a special meaning. So it helps us to understand what it is Jesus is telling us. And today we're going to look at one of those parables, and it's called The Farmer's Seeds, or the parable of the sower. One day he told his followers this story. Once there was a farmer. He went to the field to plant his seeds. He scattered the seeds here and he scattered the seeds there. Now some of the seeds fell on the path. The birds came down and ate those seeds. Some of the seeds fell in rocky soil. They sprouted, but there was no space for their roots to grow and get water. So when the sun grew hot on them, they died. Some seeds fell where there were weeds. The seeds sprouted, but the weeds grew bigger and crowded them out. Other seeds fell on good soil. There were no weeds and no rocks. They settled deep into the soil where no birds could get to them. And they grew and grew and grew. And people wondered about this story that Jesus was telling. "What does it mean?" they asked him. So Jesus told them. The seed is the good news about God. The birds and the weeds and the rocks are like some people's hearts. They hear God's word, but they have their hearts on other things. They do not understand about God. They do not love God and they don't follow him. But the good soil is like the hearts of people who do understand. They love God. God's love grows in their hearts like a beautiful, healthy plant. So how can God's love grow in our hearts? We need to get to know God, just like we get to know a very good friend. And we can get to know God by reading the Bible and learning about him. In time, we grow to love God the more we know about him. And Bibles can be easier to understand if you're very young. So we're reading today from the Beginner's Bible. There are other children's versions of the Bible. And there are Bibles that give even extra study notes, which especially help grown-ups to understand what God is saying. So how does our church teach us about Jesus and God's kingdom? Well, every Sunday we tune in now to a YouTube channel of St. James online, and we listen to the Bible being read to us. And after we've had the Bible read to us, we listen to Matt or Ruin or sometimes another speaker, and they teach us about what the passage means. So by explaining the Bible passage to us, we can learn about God and we can learn what the Bible is telling us. And I'd like you to remember today the word teach, and I'd like you to draw something in there that reminds you about the word teach. And I think in my chart I'm going to draw a plant, maybe something like this, to remind me of God's word being sown in good soil, so that as we get to know God more and more, we grow stronger and stronger in our faith. But first, just let us spend a few moments to pray to the Lord and to thank him for all the things he has given us. Dear Lord, we thank you for everything you have given us, for our families, our friends, our church family, our schools, our books, our toys, and we especially pray for the Bible. We thank you, Lord, that you've given us this book so that we can read about you and learn about your kingdom. Thank you for today's story and what we have learned from it. Help us to be loving and kind as you have taught us to be. We pray this in your name, Lord Jesus. Amen. Okay, so we're going to make a craft today which reminds us of the story that we've just heard, the parable of the sower. So we're going to start with a piece of card like this, and we need to fold it over and cut off the edging so that we get a square. And then with the square, you need to fold in each corner to the middle. Like this, okay? Each corner needs to be folded to the middle so that we end up with this, like an envelope. And inside, you can already see I've stuck the picture of a farmer scattering the seeds and the Bible verse. And all the pictures and the Bible text will be emailed to you. So by the time you're seeing this, you will already have the instructions emailed. But you can also draw your own pictures, which might be even better, actually. So I've stuck on the good soil, and then on the other flaps, I need to stick on the other things that happened in the story. So can you remember? The first thing the seeds fell on was a path, and the birds came and pecked them up. The next thing that happened was rocky ground, I think. I've got a picture of rocky ground and a picture of the sun which came out and dried up all the seeds that had fallen on the rocky ground, all the plants. So here the birds pecked the seeds up. They didn't even get a chance to grow. Here the plants started to grow, but it was so dry, their roots didn't go down very far, and the sun dried them up. And then we had, can you remember? The weeds or the thorns that choked the plants. So the plants started to grow, but the weeds were stronger. And then finally the good soil, where the seeds had everything they needed and they grew into an abundant crop. So for each of those pictures, we can then put in the Bible text inside. And then you can read the story to yourself. So I'll just stick in the Bible text. what happened to the birds again? They came along and pecked them up. And the ones that fell on the thorns choked the plants. And the ones on the rocky ground didn't have enough soil. And what did the sun do? It dried them up and they didn't grow. In fact, they shriveled up. I once left some plants in a very hot sunny place and went on holiday, and when I came back they'd all died. So here we have the story from Mark chapter 4. A farmer went out to scatter some seeds, to sow some seeds. We have each of the 4 things that happened to those seeds, and underneath we can read the Bible text. So I hope you have fun making that, and it'll be good if you can draw your own pictures too. So hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again another time. Bye.